All right, what about now? All right, so I guess when you have the background, you can't hear nobody. Hold on. All right, guys. Wait for everybody to come in. So, sorry about that. I am going to try to share this picture with y'all. But before I go into that, please do me a favor. If you're first time tuning in the broadcast, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell up top. Please like and share. Please like and share. Now, if y'all give me a moment, I was going to report on this case, but then I was like, nah, I'm not going to report on this case. Then I was like, all right, I guess I will, because I've been hearing a lot of people talking about the case. And then I decided, all right, I guess I give it a stab and get down to business about what's really going on with this case. Now, guys, I don't like reporting about true crime when it comes to this stuff right here. And I'm finna show you why. Why I try to have a conversation with a lot of young men and a lot of young women about it's important to practice abstinence. I want y'all to see this. This is why I always tell everyone it's so important to practice abstinence. People don't get that. You know, when you tell people that they need to practice abstinence, they get pissed off. When you tell people in the hood that children are precious and you really need to think about what you're doing, people get pissed off. And in this case here, this is what happened when you got two toxic people together and you get a story like this. Rest in peace to Nevaeh Allen, 2 years old, didn't even begin life yet. But unfortunately, she was introduced to some of the most disgusting people known to man. I'm gonna play you a clip of what happens when you deal with a hood rat and a bum.
Good evening to you, friends. Greg Merriweather along with Elizabeth Val. Our top story today, that precious little 2-year-old right now. Two people are facing charges accused of murdering little Nevaeh Allen.
I want y'all to look at this beautiful little baby. I want y'all to look at this beautiful. This little baby is innocent in all this. She did not ask to be in this world, Lord. But unfortunately, this is what happens when you're dealing with these bum ass mothers and these poor choices. This is why I promote all the time that abortion should not be a crutch to continue to make mistakes like this. She had other children in the home. So it's not like she don't know how to be a mother.
Investigators found the 2-year-old dead in Mississippi after several days of searching.
One of those blamed in her death, the girl's mother, Lanaya Cardwell. Police took her into custody just a few hours ago.
Lanaya Cardwell. Now, this woman was on TV less than 48 hours ago, crying her ass off, talking about she trying to find her baby. Oh, I forgot. That was real, not real tears. I never saw tears. So when I don't see tears from a mother, and she said that her boyfriend hurt her child, that lets me know that there's a good chance that there's some fuck shit going on over here. And another thing that let me know that it was a red flag is she lived in the projects. And I'm going to show you a little bit more footage of when she was trying to beg for pleas when I find that she lived in the projects, y'all. And she's saying she working, but he watching the kid. Now, I don't know about y'all, but if I'm a man and I'm laying up with you and these are not my kids, but I want to fuck with you like that, I wouldn't be laying in the projects and have you work and I don't work. We either working together or you taking care of the kids and I'm working because I don't want us to live in the projects. That's not the goal. See, this is what happens when you get comfortable and you let the government take care of you. You don't got no goals no more. Your goals is to try to figure out how quick you can get the next amount of money.
Perry Robinson has been following this case since the very start of all of this. And Perry, we're still learning new details. What can you tell us?
Hey, Liz and Greg, a stunning announcement coming from BRPD charging both Lanaya Cardwell, baby Nevaeh's mom, and her boyfriend, Phillip Gardner, with second-degree murder. Now, an investigator, a source from BRPD did confirm to WAFB earlier today, saying that they are still unsure who allegedly killed this little girl, stressing their investigation is still in the early stages. Now, Cardwell initially told police that she left Nevaeh in her boyfriend's care while she went to work. She claimed that Gardner later reported that she could not find Nevaeh. The baby's body was eventually found in a wooded area in Hancock, Mississippi on Sunday. I was there last Friday when Lanaya started crying and told me she had no clue what happened to her baby. Take a listen.
Nevaeh, the little girl, my little boy, and her daddy.
This is what I want y'all to look at. This clip right here. I want y'all to see there is no damn tears. I want y'all to look at that. And behind you, this is the PJs. These look like the same PJs I came from down south. I can spot them in a mile away. Now, I'm not saying all women are like this. I'm not saying that all black women are like this. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying that when you have a woman who is gotten to force herself to cry, you don't see no tears. You see a woman who blatantly knows or been told that her boyfriend is involved, and on Facebook she still got pictures of this man all with her, hugged up and booed up. That's red flags to me that you do not care about your child. Because any mother that cares about their child, first and foremost, would have went off on him immediately. It wouldn't have been no let's try to figure it out. He would be thrown under the bus, messed up, the whole nine. But here's the thing that everybody asking, and y'all know what I'm about to say. Where is the father? I'm telling you now. I know that what is coming up. Where is the father? This is what happened in the hood. The father's not never around. The father ain't around because A, they don't want to deal with her because she's toxic, and they feel like if they just pay the child support, they'll be better off. Okay. Number two is because the father never wanted the child anyway, and they just don't want to deal with that child, so they distance themselves by not trying to pay child support. If they pay child support, they never visit. Or three, that father is probably someone who didn't have their life together, messed up, had a child with this woman, and they probably incarcerated and have no other options. We see it all the time. That's why I tell people that when we make children out here, you need to look at the whole scope of things, because it's a disservice to the child. Because if the father was really there, this would have never got this far. They would have seen bruises on their child. That child would have been placed in a proper home to be cared for. I know I would have. I know if I'm dealing with a woman and my child getting abused, we're not having no conversations. I'm getting my lawyer and I'm getting my child out of there. And if the stepdad that's doing it comes near my way, he better pray to God that he's got some type of insurance paid up, because he gonna need it, or GoFundMe on standby. You got to let people know when it comes to your kids that anything can go. But we don't live in that world no more.
Brought me to work, and that's the last time I see my baby. The last time I see my baby was before I went to work, when I got dropped off. And that's all. When I went to work, she had on her yellow dress with the pineapples on it, and she should have still had on that dress.
Now, Chief Murphy Paul did not give us more details about the case, but he did emphasize that this is far from over.
We still have a long way to go as it relates to investigations. We wanted to inform the public on this new update in the investigation.
Now, before I go any further, she did this in a place where we're talking about Wakanda City, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Okay? Yeah, we know they have high crime and this, that, and the third, but when it comes to a kid, y'all done seen how these liberals get, especially when it's time for them to get reelected. They gonna go all in. They gonna throw the book at her. You know what I'm saying? They would have they gonna throw the whole book at her. Cause see, he making them look bad. Because she played the victim. You know what I'm saying? She put all the blame on this boyfriend, on the stepfathers they claim, aka boyfriend. And I don't know why they put stepfather/boyfriend. If they ain't married, he ain't no stepfather. He just a dude that was babysitting her kid. I mean, I'm just being honest about this, man. He ain't worthy to have no title.
Obviously, still a lot more questions than answers at this point, and hopefully we can get those soon. And of course, update you all at home as soon as we get them. Liz and Gray, back to you.
Yes, Perry, hopefully sooner than later. Those are a lot of questions out there that are available. They're just not giving it to us just yet. Thank you, Perry. Appreciate it.
So after.
All right, so I'm gonna go right here to this last clip.
Not giving it to us just yet. Thank you, Perry. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna pause it right here. Listen, guys, I play these clips. I go into these stories. Tonight is gonna be crime night tonight. We're gonna dig into some real crime that's happening against children, women, and other people. Guys, when it comes to your children, y'all young men, especially out there that's dealing with baby mama drama, I know that it's difficult dealing with somebody that don't want to work with you because y'all have something so valuable, so invested together. I've seen it in my own family, personal history of drama. But guys, y'all got to step up. Y'all got to do better. Y'all letting these young women and young men that y'all bringing in these world, that y'all creating, down. Sometimes you just have to suck it up, and you got to go that extra mile. You have to just face it head on. But if you know you're not built like that and you're not ready for that, then you need to practice abstinence. You need to practice getting the damn condom, not fall for the whole, well, uh, I'm allergic to rubber, latex. A lot of these girls in the hood and other places that's toxic like this, they love saying that. I'm allergic to latex. Get the lamb skin. Or if you get the lamb skin, oh, that don't feel so good. That rubs me the wrong way. But then you know what? Then maybe you don't need to be having sex with nobody. Maybe you need to wait till you get married, since you got all these allergic stuff going on. Because I'm not making no baby with someone, especially if she got prior children. Think about that. If she got prior children, never got married, never been in a stable, healthy relationship, that should tell you something. It's not good. You know what, Betty? I wouldn't even birth control. I'd be scared of. I really would. I'd be scared of birth control at this point because there's so many people that can use that very wrongly. You know what I'm saying? So I would. You know, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. And Betty, you're right. There's so many things. There's shots. There's you can get your tubes tied. But a lot of these women don't want that. A lot of these women like this look at these children as meal tickets. They can get money from the boyfriend, the baby daddy. They can get money from the government. This is a money game. If you don't believe me, there was a report back here about 2 years ago. It was on World Star. This girl was bragging about how much money she was getting on food stamps and Section 8 and other services in New York City because she had a house of 6 kids. Thank you, Hoodie. I appreciate you, brother. 6 kids. 6 damn kids. 6 kids in the house and was just loving it, bragging about how she could manipulate the government. And that's what they do, bro. Like, this is what a lot of these women do. A lot of them do not want to be fixed. They want to have these kids and use them as a meal ticket. Now, if they feel like that they are not going to get that meal ticket, or they feel like the man they had it with is not going to stop till they get custody of that kid, and they're going to have to pay for that kid in the long run, that's when they go out to these clinics and get him and go to those abortion clinics and get it cut up. I mean, that's just facts. I mean, y'all just look at this young child. We gonna wait for a minute here. We're gonna switch gears. Hold on for a second. I want y'all to see this. Give me 1 second. We're gonna switch gears for a minute. Because this gotta be, this is something that's gotta be seen here. Look at this baby. Look like an angel. She don't even realize how much carnage that she was going to experience from the hands of 2 people that looked at her as a liability than an asset. I'm going to say it again. That look at her as a liability instead of an asset. And I guarantee you that little one has not had anybody, any father, real father in her life before she left this world. The only father she knew of is this monster that's right here on the right of us, who the only thing he wanted to do is please the other monster on the left. Now, they both gonna be charged second-degree murder. And second-degree murder basically says that they murdered on impulse. There wasn't no thought in it. They just woke up. Oh man, I would, but I can't because I currently gotta pick up my kids at that time. So but I'll be on the night talking about the crime stuff. I mean, just it just boggles my mind how we get here. You know, it really does. It boggles my mind how we get here. I mean, I don't even know as a parent how you could just not have how you could even talk to the reporters. Like if one of my kids, and these are not my blood kids, these are my step kids, was missing right now, I couldn't talk to reporters. I couldn't have the strength to. I don't want to talk to nobody. You know, that's because it's like it's hard to do that when you lose somebody that's dear to you. That just tells you how much of a narcissist this woman really is. I mean, that's just what it is. These two are narcissists that fed off each other. Because who in the world would, in good conscience, be comfortable enough to bury a 2-year-old in another state in the woods alone and not seek to get it any kind of proper care when it first encountered all these injuries? Like it's insane. It really is. Now, this is probably what's gonna happen. This dude is probably gonna roll on this girl. Okay? Cause you think he's gonna try to do all this time by himself? Hell to the no. I guarantee you he's gonna testify against him. I guarantee it. Co-defendants always do this. When it's cases like this, the co-defendant always watches their ass. So he's going to testify against him. I wouldn't be surprised he make a deal. He's making a deal right now. All right, Betty, thanks for joining in. I mean, I guarantee you that what's going to happen. He is going to make a deal. I know he is. I can feel it in my soul. Because why else did they hurry up and got this woman within 2 days? He already knew what it was. He already had it planned out. Okay, if I go down for this, I ain't going down by myself. And this girl here, she gonna try to play like she the victim. Now I guarantee you, her rebuttal's gonna be the reason why she went along with the plot. She gonna say he was abusive, but the Facebook pictures is what gonna mess her up because every picture on Facebook, everybody said, shout out to Trey, Trey King, the guy that does these as well, along with my boy AK Nation. They do the same thing. Trey King was like, yo, they hugged up all against each other. So nobody's not going. It's gonna be hard for her to sell that because if you on Facebook and hugged up against each other all the time, man, that's gonna be a hard sell to say you was being abused. And you look genuinely happy too. It didn't look like no fake happiness. Like you all over this cat. Y'all got pictures in the bed, laughing, talking. Yeah. So yeah, that's not gonna work. That ain't gonna work, bro. Y'all jump in the comment section, man. Tell me what y'all think of this case. I mean, again, this is just to show y'all. And by the way, I wanted to use this case as another example for these Wokians that keep saying that they're not bringing attention to cases like this nationwide. This case is nationwide. If you go on Fox News, CNN, it's already plastered. So people need to quit that lie. It's nationwide. These cases are going more and more nationwide. That's bringing attention once again that we have a problem in this country. We have a problem with our family court system, and we definitely got a major problem with these foster homes as well too. So I'm glad that mainstream media now and everybody else is blasting this because this has been a problem for a long time, and I'm just glad it came to light. Yeah, you're right, Dave. Extreme late-term abortion. This was extreme. This was somebody who made the decision that their child had to go, and man. And you know what's sad? and I'm gonna say this part, and I gotta get up off here. The grandmother, her mother said that she saw this child getting abused. So if you witnessing your granddaughter getting abused, why didn't you step in and took over your child? Took over your grandchild. I remember back in the day, grandmother, see, that was another thing, y'all. We don't have no strong family network no more. There used to be a time grandmothers were serious about their grandkids. Like grandmothers would beat your behind about their grandkids. Okay? I remember stories from old school folks that said they got loud with their children for unknown reasons because they was frustrated over something that didn't pertain to the child, and they parents would jack them up while they were grown. That's how much people cared about children back then. You know what I'm saying? Like grandparents were grandparents. Now, grandparents ain't trying to get involved. They can see the damn child dying and be like, ain't my problem. I done did my time. I done raised my kids. I got to go to the club. I mean, it's the facts. Y'all know I ain't lying. If you don't believe me, go on Instagram and look up older women and older men 50 plus. Women and men 50 plus now. I'd be nice because, 50 plus is really people starting to become grandfathers and grandparents at 45. 45 and plus that got OnlyFans out there. That's how these grandparents is on right now. Now I'm being serious. That's what they owe. They ain't trying to be, saving no kids. But hey man, it is what it is. Please like, share, and subscribe, y'all. I'll come up with some more tonight. Crime stories. I'm out.